All right, today we are diving into something really special. We're talking about how to take all those old photos, slides, and film negatives and give them a vibrant new digital life. We're going to show you how to create absolutely beautiful, high-quality digital treasures, and you can do it all right from your own home.
You know what I'm talking about, right? We've all got them. Those shoeboxes, the dusty photo albums, those old slide carousels just packed with irreplaceable memories. But here's the thing. They're literally fading. They're getting brittle. And honestly, who can even look at them? So in this explainer, we're going to rescue them. We're getting them out of that shoebox for good and into a permanent, pristine digital archive. Let's get into it. So, first things first. Let's talk about the way most people try to do this and why it's usually such a massive, frustrating headache.
For years, the only real option was the flatbed scanner. And oh man, if you've ever lost a weekend to one of these things, you know the pain. They are incredibly slow. The quality is often, well, just okay. And the results? They can be genuinely soul-crushing. You end up creating what the pros call a digital shoebox, just another messy folder. But this time it's filled with low-quality files that don't do the originals any justice at all.
But thankfully, there's a much, much better way. It's time to talk about camera scanning. This is a powerful, modern method that can give you professional, honest-to-goodness museum-quality results.
So how do these two stack up? Honestly, it's not even a fair fight. The difference is night and day. With camera scanning, you're using a modern, high-resolution camera. Its sensor just blows most consumer flatbeds out of the water on image quality. And the speed? It's an absolute game changer. We're talking about capturing a perfect image in a fraction of a second, instead of waiting minutes for a single scan. Plus, the control you have over focus, color, and exposure, it's just in a completely different league.
Now the secret ingredient, the real magic that unlocks the full power of camera scanning, is a professional technique, and it's called tethering.
So what is tethering? Don't let the technical name fool you. It's incredibly simple. You just connect your camera to your computer with a cable. That's it. Instantly, your laptop becomes the command center for your camera. Every single shot you take pops up immediately on your big, beautiful computer screen, not that tiny little one on the back of your camera. And that is a huge, huge advantage. So let's break down why this is so amazing. That real-time, big-screen review means you can zoom right in and immediately spot a tiny piece of dust or check that your focus is tack sharp. Then there's the remote control. You can change your camera settings right from your keyboard without ever having to touch and potentially misalign your perfectly set up camera. The whole workflow is simpler, with files saving directly to your computer. And you get an instant backup. No more praying your memory card doesn't fail.
Okay, enough talk. You're probably thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually do it? Let's walk through the setup for getting that absolutely perfect scan.
All right, listen up, because this right here is the golden rule. It is non-negotiable. Your camera has to be mounted on a copy stand pointing perfectly straight down, totally parallel to the film or photo you're scanning. Why? Because if it's off by even a tiny bit, you'll get distortion and your image will be blurry on one side. A copy stand guarantees everything is locked in at a perfect 90-degree angle for edge-to-edge sharpness.
Now for your camera settings. And don't worry, this is actually the easy part. Just think of it like a simple recipe. Step 1, set your camera to its native ISO. Usually that's 100 or 200. This gives you the cleanest possible image with the least noise. Step 2, set your aperture to f8. That's kind of the magic number, the sweet spot for incredible sharpness across the whole frame. And finally, step 3, you'll use your shutter speed to dial in the brightness.
And here's a pro tip that tethering makes so much easier. To get maximum sharpness, don't just focus on the image itself. Use the live view on your computer and zoom way, way in until you can actually see the tiny dots that make up the image. That's the film grain. If you can get the grain perfectly sharp, you know you are capturing every single last bit of detail. The final image will be incredibly crisp.
Last technical bit, I promise. For the perfect exposure, you want the image to be as bright as possible without what we call clipping the highlights. Think about it like turning up music so loud that the speakers distort. You lose all the detail in the sound. The same thing happens with light. If the brightest parts of your photo are blown out, that detail is gone forever. Your tethering software will actually warn you when this is about to happen, letting you dial in that shutter speed perfectly. So, you've captured these absolutely gorgeous high-resolution images. You're done, right? Well, not quite. Taking the picture is only half the battle. Now comes the really important part, making sure these memories actually last for generations to come. It's time to build a proper digital legacy. Okay, I'm about to tell you something that's going to go against every single instinct you have. Ready? Do not name your image file something like grandma_at_the_beach_1968.jpg.
I know, it sounds completely backward, but think about it. What's obvious to you could be a total mystery to your great-grandkids in 50 years. There is a much smarter, totally future-proof way to do this. Instead of a description, your file name should be a map. It's a location key that can lead anyone right back to the original physical negative or slide. So look at this example. It might look like gibberish, but it's brilliant. KFA could be for Client Family Archive. AG07 could mean Archive Group 7. Roll 01 is the first roll of film in that box, and IMG01 is the very first frame. With a name like this, anyone could find the original negative in seconds.
So you're probably asking, well, where do the stories and descriptions go? That's the best part. They go inside the file itself, in something called metadata. Think of it like a digital version of writing on the back of a photograph, but way more powerful. This is where you write, Grandma at the beach, 1968, with Cousin Sarah. That data is permanently baked into the image file. It stays there forever, and it makes your entire collection searchable. You can just type Grandma, and every single photo of her will pop right up. It's amazing.
You see, when you combine this high-quality camera scanning with these professional archiving principles, you're not just making copies of old photos. You are becoming the curator of your family's history. You're preserving its stories in a way that is accessible, searchable, and truly permanent. You're building a legacy. So the only question left is, are you ready to be its archivist?